Hello guys, welcome to Boss Football. So what was supposed to be an exciting weekend turned out to be a really poor weekend for all Arsenal fans all over the world. I don't know why Arsenal we keep having rotten lucks. We tend to have really bad lucks. I remember the year we went towards the end of the season, we had like 19 matches to go. We won 16 of our matches. Yes, we won 16 or 17 of our last 19 matches. Then we drew against Man City and lost to Aston Villa. And yet, we still lost the league by 2 points. Then last season, Liverpool didn't do any business. They finished third or so the previous year. They struggled. And people were expecting them to improve their squad. They didn't. They had a new coach. They were going through transitions. Then Man City did what was unexpected from them. They had a really terrible season. They fell off badly. And all eyes were on Arsenal to win the league. And then what happened? That was the season that our team became ravaged by injuries left, right, and center to our most important players. If we had all our first team players, our best players available last season, I'm very sure we would have won the league. If Liverpool had maybe half of the injuries we suffered last season to important players like Salah and Van Dijk, we would have won the league. But they didn't. We did. Now, this season, nobody expected this unprecedented expenditure from Liverpool, almost €500 million spent in one transfer window, something that has never been done. They broke British transfer records left, right, and center. Now they have Isak, they have Ekitike, they have Florian Wirtz, they have Frimpong, they have Kekes. Just when we thought, okay, maybe let's push and see if we can get over the line, Liverpool even set the bar higher. Now we'll go away to Liverpool, gave a very good account of ourselves, played a really tactical game, a game that was supposed to end 0-0. And then from nowhere, out of nowhere, Szoboszlai scores a screamer. So I don't know why when it comes to Arsenal, things tends to just, keep going wrong. When are we going to get it right? I don't know. Speaking of the past weekends, there were some surprising results here and there. Man City are still struggling, but they lost to Brighton, It's been a funny start to the season for them. They have 3 points now from possible 9 points. So City, Guardiola, their team is not looking balanced at all. The whole team just looks somehow. Apart from Erling Haaland, who keeps popping up with the goals, the rest of the team seems to be struggling badly. Pep seems to have lost the plot, but they are going through transition. They have an almost entirely new midfielder. Rodri is just coming back from injuries. So, but it's not looking good at all for Manchester City. Then as for Man United, after their first game against Arsenal, there was this optimism that the team is finally moving in the right direction. But their last two games against Burnley and Fulham, I've not been really impressed with their performances. Against Burnley, they had to score a 97th minute penalty to win the game 3-2. That does not look like a team that is prepared to make the top four or challenge for any trophies this season. So Man United, their season is looking long already, but it's quite early in the season. Who knows, things might turn around. Then for Chelsea had another good game now. They are second in the league, if I remember correctly. João Pedro keeps popping up with the goals, but it seems like Kopama is injured, and who knows, the injury has kept him out of the England team this time, so it might not be such a small and minor injury as we thought initially. Who knows how that will affect their starts to the season. But Chelsea, they are not looking bad anyway. They are not looking bad. As for my team Arsenal, the game against Liverpool, it was a tactical game. It was an okay game. I would have wanted the team to attack more. We had chances to kill off that game in the first half. We had 3 or 4 chances that if we had made the right decisions, probably would have scored 1 or 2 goals. Liverpool were there for the taking, and the boys, they really tried their best anyway, but the selections and then the substitutions, I don't understand why Mikel Arteta decided to go with Merino in the midfield of Zubimendi Declan Rice and Merino. I didn't know what he was trying to achieve with that. Merino, to me, does not really look like a midfielder. Even his gait, his natural gait, he looks like Oliver Giroud. And he moves like Giroud. He's quite slow. He's not really mobile for a midfielder. He seems best suited up front, probably as a supporting striker or as a striker. He has good hold up play. He has an eye for the goal, but he's not mobile. He's not someone that fills me with confidence, especially away at Anfield. I think that was really a poor decision. Even if you wanted to play three defensive-minded midfielders, you could have even played Luis Kelly in his place instead of Mikel Merino. But there is no point crying over spilled milk. It's just the third game of the season, so there is still hope. All the teams that have gone on to win the league in the past 20 years or so, maybe only two has managed to go away to their main rivals and win. So that's not the end of the world, but it means that we'll have less space for mistakes now. We'll have to kick on after the international break. Against Forest, we need to get the 3 points, and not just the 3 points. The team needs to start firing. The next match after that, we'll have Manchester City, we'll have Newcastle, we'll have Atletico Bilbao also away from home. So we need to buckle up and try to hit the ground running. So generally, it has been a sad weekend for Arsenal fans. As if to add insult to injury, yesterday, Newcastle folded. After all the drama, all the back and forth throughout the summer transfer window, we were expecting Newcastle to try to hold on to their talisman, put their feet on the ground and insist that it's not going anywhere. Newcastle folded. Anyway, we expected that. We know how these small teams are, but they are setting bad precedents. You have 3 years contracts left on your deal, and then you just wake up one day and you don't want to play for Newcastle again. You are not training, you are not this, you are not. And then the team will just fold and sell the player. What's that? What message are they sending to other members of this squad? Player power rearing its ugly head again. So it was bad enough that we lost the game at Anfield. Then yesterday again, Liverpool landed Isak. They have Ekitike, they have Florian Wirtz, and now they added Isak to it. The only positive for rival fans was that eventually they were not able to get McQueen. So that their defense is a bit shaky. Konate seems to be injured at this current moment in time. I think he went off injured this past weekend, he went off injured. They only have Gomez to cover for that. Frimpong is injured. Their defense is looking a bit shaky and they can be got at. So let's see what happens and how the season goes. It's been nice talking football, chatting football with you. Please like the video, comment, share our videos, subscribe.